I got to call Julian in a minute. Hey, Julian, stand by. I'll call you momentarily.
I was on the phone with a customer that was in New York when it happened. The guy was like, "What the hell was that?"
Yeah, same thing. You know what? Let me call Julian right now. Julian was on the 11th floor of a building at NYU. I guess he was in a class or something.
Did he get scared?
No, I mean, he was in an earthquake. Remember, we were in a quake in Kyoto, Japan. Wow. Because, back in June of 2018, Fester, look that up. I think it was like June 20th of 2018. Type in Osaka, Kyoto 2018 earthquake.
I'll just go with Osaka.
Osaka, Japan earthquake, 2018 though. There was an earthquake right in the middle of Kyoto and Osaka, and we were in Kyoto. What day? I said the 20th? 18th. So it was the 18th of June, and we were in a hotel, and what was it, like a 6-point, what was it?
5.6? No,
it was more than that.
That's MJTV.
6.1.
Yeah.
Reported a magnitude of a 6.1. It was 6.1. That's a good quake.
That's a good one, yeah.
And I remember, well, hang on a minute. Let me get Julian on the phone.
I'd probably cry if I was in an earthquake.
Listen to this.
If you lived.
Yeah. Julian was in the lobby.
Yeah, it was it was a 6.6.
Are you sure?
Say hello.
Well, hold on. Wikipedia says 6.1. Why do you think it was a 6.6?
Is when we were, that could have been the recalculation, I guess. But when we were there, the breaking news from all their sources were 6.4, 6.5, and 6.6.
Do you remember the story? So Michelle and I and Chloe, we were on the 4th floor of this hotel in Kyoto, Japan. And, that place started rocking.
At first it was really slow because we thought it was a train.
Yeah, so that's what we thought. We thought, because we felt it was like, and I thought it was a big freaking truck going by, and then the whole place starts shaking, and I'm like, earthquake, because I lived in L.A. for a couple of years, but the strongest I ever felt in L.A. was a 5.4, and I knew right away it was an earthquake, and so Chloe, Michelle, and we were upstairs. Julian and our friends, I don't want to mention any names, but our friends and Julian, they were down in the lobby waiting for us to come down because we were going to go to, we're going somewhere.
Cheesecake Factory?
No, I think we're going to get on. No,
I think we were going to get on a train to go somewhere.
Yeah,
and
Clarksville.
thank God we didn't get on any train.
Oh yeah, because they shut down all the Japanese rail and the bullet train. Everything shut down because of the earthquake. So we had to stay there all day until they opened up the rail system again. But listen to this. Yeah. We're upstairs. Julian and our friends, a family of 4 from Tampa that we traveled with, and they're down in the lobby. The earthquake hits, and the father of our friends, he runs out like George Costanza
in the fire.
Seriously, in the clown fire, where George Costanza pushes the lady on the walker over and pushes the kids.
He left us all in the building.
Our friend ran out into the street, leaving his wife, 2 kids, and my son in the lobby. He just ran like George Costanza.
And self-preservation kicked in with our buddy.
So, Julian, you were on the 11th floor for the earthquake in New York on, Friday morning about, 11:30?
Friday morning, it's like 10:30.
Oh, 10:30, okay.
Probably.
Yeah.
And,
what was up on the 11th floor? Were you in a class?
Yeah, that's one of my hands-on classes.
On the 11th floor, and what street, what intersection in New York is that building?
That's Broadway and, 8th. Yeah, Broadway and 8th or whatever.
All right.
And at first, that's where a lot of gear is, and they're lugging stuff around on big carts, wheeling it past. So at first, I was like, a little soft rumble because it started out slow, and I was like, oh, they're just wheeling, putting it through. And then I was like, nope, earthquake, because it intensified and just kept going for about 10 or 13 seconds. And we all just looked at each other like, earthquake? And then we're just so curious. And then I went to Twitter, and then not even 10 seconds later, #earthquake was trending.
Right. And then listen to this. I mentioned this earlier. And then the city of New York, the emergency alert hits on the cell phones, 30 minutes? What was it? Tell me.
it was at least 30 minutes later, and then everybody like sporadically throughout the day, people's stuff was going off.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
you could hear it on the subway, on the trains, everywhere.
did you feel any of the aftershocks up in Manhattan afterward?
No, apparently we did have one later that afternoon.
Yep.
Or like that evening, but I didn't feel anything.
Gotcha. All right. Well, listen, you were in a much stronger quake in.
But like, I mean, everything was shaking though.
Right.
I mean, our the desktops and like the speakers on the wall. I mean, it was.
Yeah, 11 floors up. Listen, New York, they don't get, a 4, what was it? What was it? A 4.8 was the final magnitude?
Yeah.
I mean, New York, they don't get those things. I think, was it the Ramapo fault? When
Good
I was,
job, Julian. You're a survivor.
Yeah, look at that. All right, Julian, I
know.
gotta run, man, but I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah, be sure to mark yourself
alrighty.
safe on Facebook.
All right, buddy. See you later.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Later.